Hi guys, my name is Hailey and I'm the Indigenous Interpreter here at the Brandon Riverbank Discovery Center this summer. We at Brandon Indigenous Tourism would just like to thank you all so much for providing us with an audience, and thank you for taking that leap to educate yourself and to learn and to really be a part of the movement to create a more culturally competent Brandon. So thank you for that. This is going to be a new series that I'm very, very excited about called Healing Voices. So this is where we get to celebrate, acknowledge, and amplify Indigenous voices, talents in our community. So our elders, our knowledge keepers, our musicians, our painters, our beaters, our bannock makers. So, just those people in the community that really work from the heart and have stories to tell. And we want to hear those stories, and we want to make sure that other people can hear them as well, so that they can continue to learn not only from the land, but from our people. Yeah, without any more to say, here's the first episode of Healing Voices.
Ma culture, grand ma voyelle, grand kikchu.
Tache. Hello. Tache Kim. Hello, how are you?
I am slowly healing. Slowly healing.
Hey guys, good afternoon. I'm your Indigenous Interpreter here at the Brandon Riverbank Discovery Center, and I'm here today with one of our community elders and knowledge keepers, Franc Tacan. And today he's going to share some stories with us.
I am here to share some stories about what we call Uchimaka, Mother Earth. How, as First Nations, survive on this land by using the four elements: fire, water, earth, and air. As First Nations people, Dakota especially, these four elements are very sacred to us. It gives us life. The water gives us life, the fire, the air, of course Mother Earth itself. We depend on Mother Earth for many things. For instance, medicines that grow. Medicines just grow all over as I look. Lots of medicines out there that helps us to keep healthy, mind, body, and spirit. Our people lived here a long time ago, way back before this city of Brandon came about. We were here first. We traveled the rivers. The city of Brandon, what we call Wayugata, that's our name for the city of Brandon. There's a place west of here where there's shallow water, and this is where the Dakota people cross that river to come into the city. There's a lot of stories shared by our old people back home. And when you look at the river, I remember as a little boy, we used to drink from the Assiniboine River, but today you can't. It's all polluted. We can't drink that water, you'll get sick. We used to swim in the Assiniboine. Where I come from, what we call Sioux Valley and Dakota Nation, we was a wakpa, Makochahe. This is where I grew up. I was born in Brandon, but I was raised on my own reserve. And the stories that were shared, especially what we call that Indian went to school. Spent 4 years within that system. And all the abuses you can think of, I went through that. And to top it off, I was sexually molested within that system. So I carry that that trauma till today. I am slowly healing from all that trauma, where our land is taken away, where our ceremonies were taken away, just about everything in order to survive on Mother Earth. The government is trying to get rid of us because we're in the way. And they use one thing against us, is Christianity. If you're not a Christian, you're not a human being, you're a savage. This is what we're taught. You know, as going into Indian red school, I was forced to go to church every Sunday, put on a little suit and tie, forced to go to church. And I still remember that. There's a confession booth in that church. And you go tell your sins and everything. Then one Sunday, the nun came to me and says, Frank, it's your turn. He says, I didn't do anything wrong. I got nothing to confess about my sins, nothing. I didn't do anything. And she says, no, you go in there. You tell a lie or something. You go in there and confess your sins. So, again, we're forced to lie and stuff like that. And today, here I am sitting here healing, because when I share my story, it gives me healing. And to be out in the land like this is so peaceful. You smell the medicines and hear the birds singing. That's healing. Because we're all part of Mother Earth. The water, the earth, we're all part of that. So we depend on Mother Earth. As First Nations people, we're supposed to take care of the land. But that was taken away from us. Now the water is polluted, the air is polluted, the fire is polluted, and the earth itself. So we're struggling. As First Nations people, we struggle in this world because our voices are not heard. We're still not human beings to be heard. But back in 1960, 61 or 62, we were considered as human beings in 1960. Wow, we've come a long ways. So our people, to this day, they still suffer. They don't know about the land, the water, the air, the fire. They don't know nothing. The sacredness of these things, these four elements that can help us heal. There's a story about Lakota people. There's a little girl, about 3-4 years old, walking in the fall time. Everybody was busy picking berries, doing all the harvest. Young boys getting wood and all that. Everybody was busy in that camp. And this little girl ventured off. She wandered off. She went to the forest. And she got lost. And the parents, the grandparents, everybody was looking for her. Calling out her name. Couldn't find her. She kept walking. It was in the fall time. It was cold. So she started crying. In the distance, there's something coming. She saw that. She kind of got scared because it came closer. It was about cold. A grizzly bear. A female grizzly bear coming. Then this grizzly bear walked right up to that child. And this grizzly bear spoke in Lakota. He said, what's wrong? So she started talking to this regiment of lost. Wanoni. So the grizzly bear says, come with me. Come with me, the winter's coming. It's getting cold. Come with me. So she followed that grizzly bear, the female grizzly bear, walked for quite a distance. Climbed this hill, kind of walked. And there a cave. She outside. Told that little girl to come in. So I know it's hibernation time for this grizzly bear, so she lay down. I took that little girl and hugged her, and she suckled on her breast because she was hungry. Still a little girl yet. So through that winter, she would take her outside to, do her business and everything, feed her, comfort her. She kept her warm. This little girl was very happy. Spring came. Everything was melting. Snow was melting. And the grizzly bear had 2 cubs. The little girl played with them. They accepted each other. They suckled me. They shared the same milk as the young bears. And she was happy. Then the grizzly mother bear says, it's time for you to go home. Come on, I'll take you. We'll go home now. So this grizzly bear took this little girl. The grizzly bear sniffed the air, see where the humans are. Sniffed up the air. So she kept walking. A couple of miles, 10 miles or so, or 20 miles or so. All of a sudden, there's a camp. Keepies are up. This is where you live, you go. So this little girl went. And there were scouts looking for her still. And out of nowhere, the scouts popped up. The grizzly bear got scared because they're ready to shoot. Kill her. Because he thought she was after this little girl. Not lost. And the little girl says, yeah. She says, no, don't hurt her. She took care of me. So she shared that story within that tribe. This is why Lakota people, Dakota people don't eat bear. And that's one of our relatives. Because of that little girl. How that grizzly bear took care of that little girl. So now we take care of the grizzly bear that way. We don't harm her cubs. We don't harm the grizzly bear. They're our brothers and sisters. So that's where that story comes in about the Mato Wayaki. How they help the tribe. So that's the story of the Mato Wayaki. How Dakota people, Dakota people don't eat bear. So that's where the story originates from. Way back. And there's lots of stories that haven't shared yet. And I'll share one more story. This happened in the 1600s, somewhere in that year. There's 2 young warriors or hunters. The chief says, hey, go get some meat. Our people we're going to start. Go hunting, go. Bring back some meat for these people. The old people, children, getting hungry. So these 2 young hunters ventured off, took the bow and arrow and kept walking. Looked around, there's no game, not even a bird chicken. Looking around. Then they came to this big hill. What was that? So we'll climb this big hill. When we get on top, we can see a great distance. We might see a buffalo or a deer or an elk. Let's climb this hill. So these 2 hunters climbed this hill. They got on top and started scanning the area. In the distance, there's a marsh. There's a strange man sitting there doing something with his hands. With grass. And one of the hunters went, they were going to beat up that hunter. He said, look, there's somebody on our land. This strange man is on our land. Let's go kill him. The other hunter said, yeah. What constitutes? He says, no, he looks sacred. Strange. Different from us. We'll go talk to him. This is what he has to bring us. Maybe he'll know where the game is. Oh, we can find a buffalo or elk or a deer or whatever. We'll go talk to him. So these two young hunters descended down this hill, and they approached this strange man. He was sitting there doing something with his hands in the marsh. When they got closer, he turned around and looked at them. And one of the hunters, you do what? This, what are you doing here? This is our land here. What are you doing here? The strange man got up and he faced him. And this is how they described him. He had a furry face and a white sheet on. That's how they described him. And he asked him again, Noah, who are you? The strange man says, "Let me out. Well, can't somebody teach you me out? Now, He said, I've read something good to you people. I want you to hear me out. Okay? So he started talking. There's a prophecy where the strange white men are going to come and invade the church. I teach you. Take courage. When they come, they're going to take. Do not watch it, get happy. He said, you have all these ceremonies, the Sundance, the sweat lodge, pipe ceremony, all these ceremonies. Keep at it. And don't lose your language. Keep praying. That'll make you stronger. So he was telling all these prophecies and how things are going to change when these strange beings come and invade our land. Then he says, you go back home. Tell them what I told you. Tell them, your people, the old people, tell them what I told you. He said, oh. I said, okay. So, when the young man noticed he had something in his hand, he said, hey, Doc, what is that you're standing with? This is what we call sweetgrass, the hair of Mother Earth. Oh, hey, Chichu, I want to give you that. Use this medicine when you pray. Before you pray, you offer that tobacco. Not chicken, but you're taking that. Before you start your service, take that pajichota, take that sage, burn it, burn yourself. Sprinkle some cedar on that sage that's burning, that cleans the air. And ahaki, the last one is you light the sweetgrass. When you start praying, light the sweetgrass. And I'll be there praying with you. When he said, Wakantaka means in our language, Wakantaka means God, means the Creator. Michichela means Son. So, the story is that Jesus Christ lives before the people way back in those days. Today, nobody shares their stories. Today, when you look at Christianity, the church, they're all fighting. Oh, my God's better. My God's stronger than yours. That's not the case. Even states in the Bible, there's only one God. This whole universe. There's many paths been created. Many paths. There's the African way. There's the Asians. There's the First Nations. Many paths. There's only one God. So that story just says it all. And that story needs to be shared with the non-Irish people. There's a prophecy where this old man saw the water. Says in the future, you're going to buy that water. And today, what are we doing? Buying jugs of water. So all these prophecies are coming true. All these things are coming true. You look at that COVID-19. That was in our prophecies. Talk about the Spanish flu. Now you talk about COVID-19. To me, things happen for a reason, for a purpose. today, when you look at COVID-19, people are at home by themselves, they're self-isolated. This is where you get to know yourself, who you are in this world as a human being. And it doesn't matter if you're white, yellow, black, or red. When we see a person, we see a human being. It's just like a different color. The prophecy that was told by that medicine wheel is all nations going to come together. And they're going to ask the red people for teachers. How do we take care of Mother Earth? How do we take care of ourselves? This virus that's here came from them by going to the ceremonies. So all these stories have been, it just goes on from generation to generation. Now I'm passing on these stories so our little ones can hear who we are in this world. And the other three cultures, the other three races will come together, start working together. That's one of my visions. See all people working together, not divided. We gotta knock down the hierarchy system. We gotta knock it down. Too much control. So with that, I thank you for listening to me. I'm happy, I'm honored to be here with Hailey to share these two beautiful stories. I like to see these stories go on and on and on, not die out. So thank you very much.
Thank you so very, very much for coming here and speaking to me and telling these stories. Not only to me, but to everyone else.
Yes. Awesome.
I know that in Indigenous culture, knowledge is a sacred thing.
It is. It's
As
not
much as something material.
It's not written down. It's all in here. Share from the heart.
So thank you for that. Thank
You're
you
welcome.
for sharing from your heart today. And I
Anytime.
have a question for you.
Uh-huh.
This program that we have here is called Learning from the Land. So that phrase, learning from the land, what does that mean to you, to learn from the land?
When I hear that, listen to Mother. She is talking. She is sick right now because of the pollution. Again, we have to stand up and start treating Mother Earth. How do we do that? Pick up all the garbage. Stop making plastic. It's really smothering our mother. And she needs to, we have, I gotta go back to prophecies where these prophecies predict when the world's going to end. These prophecies like 2012, the world's going to end. Has it? No, we're still here. So to me, Mother Earth is going to survive another millions and millions of years. But if we don't start now, it's just going to get rid of us. And today you can see that. The fire is fighting back. You have fires, house fires, forest fires, grass fires. And what's happening with the water? Floods everywhere. What's happening with the air? Typhoons, tornadoes, hurricanes. It's all happening. Mother Earth is cleaning itself. And what's happening with the earth? There's volcanoes, earthquakes. She's telling the people, come on, wake up now. It's time to wake up, take care of me, because I'm taking care of you. When we pass on, when we die, what happens? We go back to Mother Earth. She gives us food, and we don't say thank you. We've got to start saying thank you for all these things that she provides. From the computers, cars, houses, everything. Tables, telephone, we have to appreciate that. And this is where people have to understand how to take care of them. So that's what I see.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing and being here with me today. Make sure to follow us online at BDN Indigenous and visit our website at bdnindigenous.wixsite.com/tourism. And make sure to grab yourself one of these nifty little shirts at the Brandon Riverbank Discovery Center for only $25, and all of that money is going to be going back into the Discovery Center to fund Indigenous interpretive signage that can really enrich the way you learn from the land as a community, and you can be a part of that in that way. So thank you guys so much. See you Friday. Thank you guys so much. I hope you liked the first episode of Healing Voices. We want to amplify and appreciate the voices of our Indigenous peoples, and hopefully this series can act as a microphone we can pass around in a circle, learning and sharing as we go. I'm really hopeful that we can make this a series and get more members of our community to share from their heart and show us that yes, knowledge is sacred. Listening is sacred. Learning is sacred. We learn from the land, but we must also listen to our people. We can learn from the people native to this land. As always, miigwech and merci, thank you guys so much for watching this week. Thank you once again so much to Franc Tacan, who was so kind and wonderful to come out and film with me today so that I could start this new series. And I really appreciated his voice and his stories, and I think it's crucial to our learning. As much as we learn from nature, we learn from our elders. Make sure to follow us online at BDN Indigenous on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. Tune back in, hit subscribe, hit that like button. We upload new videos to our YouTube channel and to our website every Wednesday and Friday at 5 p.m. We also just put up new online brochures, so you can find those at our website along with our other videos at bdnindigenous.wixsite.com/tourism. And you might be wondering, what's that you're wearing there, Hailey? Thank you so much for asking. I'll actually let you look at the back there. These are our brand new Learning from the Land t-shirts. You can buy one right here at the Discovery Center for only $25, and 100% of that $25, the whole $25, is going to be going back into the community, back into the Riverbank Discovery Center to fund Indigenous interpretive signage. So what a absolutely wonderful and super easy way to be a part of something for your community that's going to enrich the way that we learn from the land and learn from each other. I'll see you all next week. Have a wonderful weekend. Miigwech, merci.
Je prends ma culture. Je prends ma voyelle. Je prends Kikchu.
Tache. Hello. Tache Kim. Hello.